Welcome back, guys, to a new episode of Satisfactory. And just look at the view. It's such a pretty world. I'm standing here on top of a mountain, just next to our power plant, and this is actually a great view to see how it works. I've collected a bunch of wood and leaves, so there is leaves traveling and wood traveling whenever it can, pumping out the biomass, and it's all looking neat and tidy. I mean, the conveyors are filled up and we have way too much solid biofuel. Which is a good thing, because we won't run out of power. And when I pan to the right, it gets a little bit messier. And before it gets too bad, because we want to keep expanding, I want to clean this up. So, yeah, I wanted to start doing some organized building. And I think I want to set up a little place up here, because, well, just look at the view. And I've got some stuff in my inventory, so we can build a ton of foundations. And I'm thinking that this little thing here is great as a vantage point. So I want to be able to just walk out here. And now I'm gonna just do zip mode. And I think I'm gonna make it 3. And let's do 3 here as well. Something like so. And now we just need a way down. And I do hope that we should have... I don't brought cable. Okay, let's just walk around. So what I'm planning on doing now first... Oh, there's a little bit of leaves I forgot. I can't pick them up. I'll get them later. So what I want to do first is rework the iron. Last episode we unlocked our first alternate recipe, making it easier to produce screws. So all this mess, I want to get it done right now. And it still may not be a permanent. Later on we still might need upgrades, but for now, on top of that hill, I want to make our base of operations. So I want to move the hub. I want to move the workshop. I want to move the awesome shop. And the sink. So now we have all the materials to actually build those. Let's fill up with this again. And let's go back up there. Okay, so while I was heading to our little platform, I spotted in the corner of my eye a doggo. Okay, let's try and see how this works then. So I think we're supposed to get close. And okay, I got the zapper in the other, so that's fine if we get too close to that. There he comes. Doggo with long name. Oh, I'm so bad at naming things. I'm not sure if you can rename them, but if anyone has a better suggestion, then tell me how to rename them and I will. But for now, I'll call it wood. And not enough space for the bilberries. Great. Oh, we can just do chainsaw, pick up. There we go. Oh, you can rename them. Okay, cool. So if anyone has a better name than Hood, please let me know down in the comments. But yeah, we got a pet. How cute. Okay, back to business. So let's get up the hill. And the reason why I wanted it here is because of the view, for once, like I said. But also because I want to start with setting up iron. Like everything we're producing already in iron. So if we look here, the iron nodes we're using, the 3 of them, are just down here. Then there's 2 more over there. And I believe there is 2 or 3. Let's just scan it. 3 more. This way. So it's a lot of iron. Anyways, first let's get down to business with our hub. Okay, let's see if we can make this fit nicely. H to lock it, and now we can nudge it into place. Because I would really love if we can just step out, and I'm imagining this be the walkway, and then we can just go up here. I think this looks fine. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. Then we want equipment workshop back, and I want that to probably be here, or a little bit here even. Yeah, that looks fine as well. So now we can actually get from the hub into the... this is a little bit weird, but it's for the power that I'm not planning on using, so... yeah, that's the thing. Okay, now what we do need to do, because we did a little overhang here, we do this, and maybe we just move it back a little bit even. Let's move it back a little bit. It's wrong button. Q special equipment workshop, and there we go. So now we can actually use the back door later on to maybe expand to go in the factory. And there is also just a walkthrough here, so let's grab some more foundations, and there we go. And maybe because we have the shop and it's hanging right now, I plan on fixing that, but for now I'm just designing, and I'm not the best builder. I'm not the most creative person in the world, but I do my best. Yeah, let's put the shop just right here in the corner. So there we are. And this will be our little home platform. Now next up, and this is gonna be a biggie, iron. So what I want to do, because the hill goes down here, I want to put in some ramps, and probably center them. And let's go down 3. Okay, so I've put down quite a bit of foundations, and I'm not sure if this is enough, but it's a start. But I don't like that, like the hill is sticking out right there. Underneath the hub, I actually just put in some vertical foundations right at the corners for now, just to give it a pillar feel. So these parts I do want to change up and either build around them, which is an option, or maybe I can, like this section, maybe I can make this like our lookout tower. Let's see how that goes. To be fair, the platform really looks a lot smaller when you're on top like this, especially because we just cut out a whole chunk just to place down a lookout tower. Okay, for now it's fine. We'll jump down, take a little bit of damage. Next thing I think we should do is probably just put some miners on our to-do list and see how much iron we can actually bring up. And for starters, I just want to utilize the unused ores. So there should be a few here, right? Here we are. Okay, it's impure. Okay, I'll just go around and I'll bring you guys back as soon as I got everything sorted. Okay, so I've been building, and I wanted to show a little bit of the progress before I continued here. So you can see I've put down all the miners. I thought there were 2 or 3 nodes, but there are actually 6. They're all impure nodes. So the Mark 1 miners that I've put down on them will bring up 30 resources. Then, as you can see in the distance here, there's like a merger putting into 60. Same on the left side, then putting them down in a line of 120. Then a long Mark 2 belt up to a Mark 2 elevator, bringing up the resources on our platform here. Then I've connected these 2 up, merged them together there. I've put in an extra merger in front of the elevator, and from there out it's Mark 2 up, Mark 2 elevator, and they will come up here. I still have to actually get another 60 ore into that line, but it's a setup so we can expand on this. Now, the next step I did is just put down the lines and started separating them, so all the smelters, I've put down 8 smelters here, will get enough resources to work at 100% efficiency. And when they're done smelting, they actually give us 30 a minute, so we merge them together back to 60 and then back to 120 on a Mark II belt. Same on this side, and then we have 2 nice belts. Let's jump down, take a little bit of damage, that's fine. Give you guys a closer look of how this looks up here. So this is our output of our iron smelting. Still needs a little bit of work, but you can see that there's just splitters going from 120 to 60 to the left and the right, and then again to the left and the right, bringing it to 30. So although I might not have enough input on that side, I'm gonna go further with calculating on this. So I have 2 lines of 120 coming out. And why 120? Well, I got Mark II belts. And that's the best I can do for now. So now I just need to figure out how I actually want to process this in all the materials that we need. Because there is quite a few materials we need from this. So next up is planning some construction. And hopefully I can get at least plates, rods, and screws set up, because I think that's all the materials that use the iron ingots. Now we got the alternate recipe. So I'll get to work and I'll bring you guys back. So I've been busy and placed down all the constructors for our little iron setup, and it already looks a lot more organized just viewing it. I'm standing right on top of our hub here. So basically what's happening, the iron, I showed you guys that the iron comes in over there and goes into our smelters. And then it brings out 2 lines of iron. Yeah, it's still iron then, right? Oh, right, it's ingots. Yeah, it goes from ore to ingots. Okay. So it goes from ore to ingots in the smelters, and then we bring it over, and then yeah, you can see it travels around, and I got 4 sections, or no, 3 sections of 4 constructors each, and I'm just trying out what looks good, so bear with me here. I've talked about the 2 lines of 120 because of the Mark II belt. So if we follow the bottom line first, because that's the easiest, it goes all the way here and gets split. So it gives 60 and then splits into 30. These 4 constructors make iron plates. And they also give us 30, so we merge them together. So this line gives us 60. And if we go over here, those 2 get merged together, so this is 60 again. 60 and 60 together brings 120. So this output line should give us 120 iron plates a minute. Now the top line is a little bit more complicated. I mean, not by much. It's not like my brain can manage very complicated stuff. But it's a line of 120 going over here and then reaches this splitter. 60 goes to the right, 60 goes to the left. 60 gets divided in 30, then into 15. And these 4 constructors, as you can see, 15 ingots making 15 rods. Thanks for the break warning there, FICSIT. So the other 60 goes off here and gets split in 30 again and split in 15 again. And here's where the issue is, because we got the alternate recipe for screws, but they only use 12.5. So I'm not sure how to do that yet, because basically we get 1.25 too much on every of the little input lines out of the last splitter for all the constructors. Anyways, the output, I haven't showed you the output of the rods. Let's go here real quick. Nice and easy. So here is where the ore comes up. And then here's the rods. It gives 15 and 15 goes into 30. And this is all Mark 1 belts, because 15 and 15 added with that 30 gives 60, and then it just goes around here, giving 60 rods a minute output on this line. Now we have one more output to show, and that's this one. So the alternate recipe for my screws is 50 per minute. So a Mark 1 into a splitter, a Mark 1 into a splitter, I mean merger. I hope it's a merger. I'm sure it's a merger. Okay, so 50, 50, making 100. So we need a Mark 2 belt here again. Same thing on this one. So it's 50 and 50, gaping 100. And the belt won't be full. It can carry a 120, but yeah, we need it anyways. And then I just moved this belt going over the other belt. And then we have 2 lines giving us 100 screws each. So, like I said, we have been busy. Now it's just power. So, I really want to keep everything organized. I do have power lines. Okay, I have most of the materials. So, since this is pretty organized, maybe I just want to make because I'm thinking I want to be able to walk on this part, right? So that's why all the belts are like that. And now I just need like a central power line through this. And then I can off of it maybe. So let me put a pull down here. That will be our start point. And let's just see how far we can expand that pull. If we can actually reach the other side, that would be great. I'm not sure if we can, but we'll find out in a minute. But no, we can't. Okay. So how far can we reach? Okay, we'll place it on the center of this one, and then this is our main power line, which will work. Okay, now how do we want to do this? Because if we take a line off of this, we can power 3, but we got 8. So that doesn't make sense. So to make it make sense, I might go a little different. Okay, I'll mess around a little bit and show you guys the end result. Okay, so I've put down some power poles and I think I've hooked everything up. So like I said, there's the main line, the entry point, and then it splits off to the right. Going to the back, because I chose for the back because that's the side where the connectors is on those machines. So I just put a pull down for every 2 on the smelters, and then this line goes all the way there, and it gets to the left, and because I needed 4, I just put 1 pole to connect 3 and 1. Then I don't think I might have messed up even. Let's see, because this might be a separate grid right now. Oh no, here we go. This is how I done it. So the line goes further into here. This one connects to these 2, then crosses here to these 2, that crosses here to these 2, that connect these 4. So this should all be done, and we have another point here. And I really want another point here, because I also need to bring power to all the miners still. But first, let's see how much power we need. That's actually not that much. I thought it would have been more. Okay, so let's just quickly hook up the miners and see what that gives us. So I'm not gonna make this fancy for now. We might revisit it later, but I just need it working. And hopefully too long, okay. Can I reach from here? No, I'll just put a pole down there, and then surely we should be able to reach. Okay, so that's 4. I had more miners, didn't I? Oh yeah, I do. So let's put another pole down right there, and there we go. Okay, so now it should all be connected, the 6 iron nodes and all the machines on top, and it's only 110. That's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. Do I have my... I do. Let's see if this works. I mean, I could use a little bit of fun after spending quite a bit building. Here we go! Oh, it's going through the machine. Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted. Oh, maybe. There we go. A new way to get up here. And now, well, we're up anyway, so that's fine. So it only needs 110, and I'm not sure if, I mean, the power plant should be down here somewhere, right? Oh, this side, okay. So we just gotta hook it up. We have an access point here. So I'm just gonna put it right on the corner here. Or, yeah, I'm gonna put it right on the corner here. And now I can see 110. We have 110. Perfect. So let's grab a line here. And then put it right on the corner there. Actually remove this post and just put a wire in from there to there, and everything should come to life. And we should start seeing stuff travel up now. So let's have a look-see. I see green lights on the miners. There's ore coming out there. I see more green lights in the distance. I'll bring you guys back as soon as a little bit of ore passes through, and then we can actually see this factory in action. Okay, so the first ores are coming in, and you can see the 4 smelters on the right are actually already producing. They're not efficient right now because we still have to increase that input on that bottom elevator, the right one in the screen right now. But now the other 4 should also start firing up. Yeah, they're producing now as well. And you can see that the ingots are traveling along their conveyors. And the rods should come to life. And not long after, the screws should come to life. And let's just jump down here. I'm sure it's fine. And lastly, we can see that also the plates will come to life. And hopefully I've done all the math right. And when I stand here, we should... Let's take a little angle maybe? Maybe just for now, let's just do a quick lookout tower right here. And there we see the first plates are coming in. And we're not actually using them now. There's the screws coming in. And Yeah, there's some rods coming in as well. So it will be backed up pretty soon. But that's okay. I think we've made great progress. It's way more organized, and it's still a little dull looking, maybe. But yeah. Okay, so we can see that most of the conveyor belts are now full after I took a little break. There's still some stuff moving, but the screws are full, the plates are full, the rods are full. Um, for now, we don't really have a use for this. I do plan on tearing this all down, but we still need to get the copper and the limestone situated. So for now, not really a use for this. So what I do want to do before I end it for today, we need to build a sink. A creature in the way. Get out of here, buddy. Okay, so all the materials are coming in from there. I'll actually don't have cables. Okay. Do I still have a PowerPoint available now? Because I need power here. No, I don't. So let's fix that real quick. Okay, so I went down getting some cables and I decided let's make it easier to get up. So it's an unpowered zipline. I love it. Okay, so I got some cables so I can actually put down another one of these. There we go. And I put some power up here. There we go. Let's see how we're doing on power. Okay, so if everything will function fully, we won't have enough, but I'm sure it's alright for now. Okay, so this is 120, this is 100, and this is 100. That's 60. I'm thinking let's feed the screws into there. And then we can see the sink in action. Here it goes. And until we actually got use for our new factory here, I'll just keep this running. And that way we're actually gaining tickets. Because we need some to buy some upgrades for visuals, decoration, cosmetics, all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time.